Welcome to day 3 of VLogtober. My name is TK Hlongwane, and this is a beauty and wellness channel. I'm working from home today, hence my look is a bit more relaxed. I was actually standing in from my manager who's on leave right now, so she is like my leave partner, if I can put it like that. So she has meetings every Tuesday with her peers and her manager. So I was standing in to take notes for our team. So yeah, that was interesting. I was so nervous for it, but nobody asked me a word. So hey, great. I just smiled and took down the notes. Anyway, the reason I'm making this video is for two things. So I'm about to tell you something very not so fun, and then later we're gonna get ready together a little bit. And I'm going for dinner, going on a date. So one of your brothers and uncles came to the party, and I am looking forward to it. I actually woke up with a bit of excitement. I'll tell you why later. Let's deal with what's bothering me right now. So, and I'll make a video one day just dedicated to this topic of emotional abuse. I feel like it's something that we don't talk about, especially in the Black community, because we are so used to physical abuse that emotional abuse does not get spoken about much. And I think sometimes people are not even aware, because in our communities there's a lot of emotional abuse. It's become so normal, you know what I'm saying? Especially verbal abuse and everything like that. So this morning, without getting into too much detail, I woke up with excitement because working from home, I've got a few things to do, and you know, when you have admin, it's great to be home. And then also I knew that I had something to look forward to later today, as in going for dinner. But I got up to a text. I saw the text on my Apple Watch, and already by the tone I could tell, hey, as Kipila. Then I saw it on my personal phone, and I didn't open it because I know this person, and how they opened the message, I was like, oh my God, my whole body went tense. And my heart has been beating fast since then. My body is like in pain right now, because I think for my personality, I'm a happy-go-lucky. I say it to you guys all the time. And the fact that my name is Sakane, which means rejoice, I don't know, I honor that name so much, because I'm that person who naturally loves being happy, naturally will find humor in a lot of things, naturally is easygoing, you know what I'm saying? So when I know someone who doesn't like peace, like they work very hard not to have peace, and you become the target for whatever reason, right? And then they find allies, like people to recruit to this campaign to, you know, defamation of character. And I've been living with this all my life, literally, with this person in my life. I've got one that is no longer part of my life, thank God. It worked out that way. And this one, I know they can never not be part of my life. That's the reality. We might not engage a lot, but they have such an impact on me, you know. And I've noticed that something with people who are emotionally abusive, it will always be people who are dear to you. So it's either a parent or a guardian or a sibling, or, you know, a partner, or someone of authority, or at work and stuff like that, or someone just simply whose opinion of you matters, you know what I'm saying? So those kind of things then affect you so bad, where, like for me, because I'm such a happy person, anything that happens that is negative, that is said to me, my body just acts up to it. And I don't need that today, because I need to finish my work and I need to get ready for dinner. But we'll talk about it another time. Let me know if you understand this whole concept of emotional abuse, and if you've ever encountered it and everything like that. But you know, I will dedicate a video, and I think I'll also write on my blog about emotional abuse, because I know it very well, hey, but it actually only maybe in the last 2 years that I actually was able to label it and understand it, that you know, I've experienced so much of that. Anyway, I'm getting emotional. Let's stop right there. We will chat later as I get ready for going for dinner, and I believe my mood would be more excited because I want to tell you something about the specific date. See you later. Let's stop the crying. Okay, so it's the end of the day and I'm semi-ready, or as Americans would say, semi-ready. And as promised, I'm going to tell you how this date came about, right? So on Friday, the 23rd was my birthday, as you know by now, if you are regular here. And so that morning, one of the people that I know, let me say an associate, she posts a picture of me and her on my birthday on her WhatsApp status, right? And say, happy birthday, gorgeous, da-da-da. So apparently, some gentleman saw the picture and said, is she married? And she answered no. And she says, is she looking for a lover? And this lady said, I'm not sure, you know. And then obviously he proceeded to ask for my numbers and then send me the screenshot of their conversation and then ask if I was keen. You know, I would allow her to pass on my numbers. I asked a few questions, you know, a bit of auditing, and then I said, okay, no, why not? Go ahead, right? So fine. Then in the morning, I get a message from an unknown number wishing me a happy birthday. But I didn't have the energy to ask, who are you? Thank you, who are you? Because I was like, so many messages were coming in and calls. So I only asked in the evening when I was, you know, winding down, say, hey, thank you so much. Who am I speaking to? I don't think I have your numbers. To which he answered his name and said he got my numbers from so-and-so, K-Sharp. So this is what I've liked about this guy so far, right? We haven't been speaking every day, and it's been from when he wished me birthday and I answered back. He just asked me, he said he'd like to meet me one day, and I said, okay, no problem. He asked me where I live, which side of Joburg I live, and I told him. Then he also asked me what kind of food I like, to which I said, well, I'm very adventurous when it comes to food, so he's open to show me whatever, you know. And he's like, okay, cool, he's out of town. When he returns, he'll make plans. And then after a few days, then he called to say, am I available? No, he didn't call. I don't know his voice yet. He didn't call. He sent me a message to ask if I was available on Thursday for, you know, dinner. I said, I'm not available because I've got a hectic day at work and I don't know how long it's going to take me. So I don't want the stress of having to rush to a date. Actually, before he even said that on Thursday, he sends me a screenshot of this restaurant that is my favorite, my niece's, my 13-year-old niece's favorite 5-star restaurant. It's called Villa Bianca. I haven't even told her yet because I know she was going to be here and recommending what I should get. So I want to tell her, and then after I've come back from it and everything like that. Anyway, so I was like, oh my God, in my head, I'm thinking, I've had so many opportunities to go to Villa Bianca, but for some reason I wouldn't go. So, and I've been keen because, you know, my niece has been telling about me. When it comes to 5-star service and fine things, that girl is my plug. So I believe her review of any place that she feels like it's good stuff. She's got the good stuff, you know. So I was like, okay, Villa Bianca, great. So then I said to him, well, I can't go. Maybe over on Friday evening or the weekend. Then he said, whatever he told me, and he can't do it on a weekend. And I was like, okay, cool, no problem. How about Wednesday, which is today? So I said, I'm going from Wednesday because I knew I'm working from home. So, you know, I can get ready properly and then make my move to Kempton Park, where this is. So far, this is what has impressed me about this guy, and which I've lacked in the last 2 years of being single, where men ask me out, especially men from the East. He's not from the East, I can tell. It looks like, you know, he works around the north of Joburg, I think, because of his behavior, or he's from Pretoria, one of the two. What has impressed me is that he hasn't been pushy. We haven't been speaking. I don't know his interests or anything like that. He's like he sounds old school, as in like you want to meet the person and save that conversation for that, which is great because people are very chatty now. It's almost they want to check their list before they meet you, before they spend money on you in terms of dinner and everything like that. And he didn't give me that vibe. And also what has impressed me is that he wanted to find out what kind of food I like, right? And then proceeded to find a restaurant that would be more convenient to me. Or maybe that's more like halfway mark for us, you know what I'm saying? And also the type of restaurant he decided that he would take me to also shows me that this guy, even though he's never met me, saw a picture of me, he doesn't even know how my eyes look like because I'm wearing shades in that photograph. Dude was like, okay, I want to meet this person. And that has impressed me because haven't seen that since I've come to the side of town. Men here, I don't seem to understand that whole 5-star kind of proper date restaurant. He writes in full sentences. Yes, that's very impressive. I know those are bare minimums, but life the way it is, people have dropped the standard in so many things that you applaud for basic stuff, you know, and everything like that. So yeah, I hope he's good company and that he looks good when I see him. I saw a picture of him. Seems like a lean guy, only like halfway, like a profile picture with like a suit. I like men in suits. He is of a tribe that is not necessarily my type. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, guys. I've been talking for so long now. I'm gonna get ready. We will get ready together in terms of what I'm going to wear. I'm gonna keep it simple and make sure that I look gorgeous. So let me know at the end if you approve of my outfit, and maybe, you know, if you are back into the dating game, how has that been? What has changed for you and everything like that? Maybe one day we'll have like a nice sit down about dating after 40 or dating after divorce or all that kind of jazz. And this is the hair from my birthday that Ayanda got for me, and I've just really brushed out the curls this time. I wanted a bit of volume. I don't know, are you guys liking it? Let me know. But yeah, let me get ready and then we can go and enjoy this date together. Alrighty, so I'll show you what I'm wearing. I need you to help me choose what fragrance. If you know me well, you're probably gonna guess Jo Malone. There's also Kilian Moonlight in Heaven. I'm not sure. They're both vanilla based and great for evening. I think I'm just not used to the smell. Maybe this is not the day to experiment with it. I'll go for Jo Malone, May and Tonka because it is a beautiful fragrance. It is unisex. So it's top. It's a funny shape, isn't it? Like that's the front and that's the back. I bought it from Zara a few years ago and I've probably only worn it twice because it's quite odd, and I think it will be perfect for a date. It's quite cute. Let's see. Ooh, where does it go? It's this way. See myself in the mirror first. Ooh, ooh. My God, this is hot. This is hot. Okay, I'm just gonna tuck it inside. I'm wearing these jeans for the first time. My sister bought them for me. She was just in Italy recently and went to my favorite denim, well, the casuals, dress code kind of shop that I love. It used to be in South Africa called Whale, and it's not here anymore. So the jeans are just perfect for this body. I think it will look great with, what do you call it? With the belt. So let me try and see, oops, how it looks with the belt. Because obviously the back will gape at some point. So I need to have something that tucks everything in for me. Last thing I want is to be uncomfortable, so let's make sure that we're good. You know what's difficult about this video? I can't see myself because I'm using the back of the camera, but yeah. Yes, this is nice, guys. How beautiful. So you can make it like that or like this. The back is my favorite part. This little cape, I think it's so beautiful. Ooh, guys. No, I look good. I look good. Okay. The earrings that we are going for are these. Just Mr. Price chippies. I love these. Where's the knob? Okay, and that's that. I'll show you a full picture. Let's the sunset is so beautiful. Hey, I had such a good experience. The restaurant was amazing. I think it's part of Fire Room, or it was first Fire Room. But yeah, the service was great. The food was amazing. Okay. It was about 80% full, and yeah, we were the only white black people. I guess black people come over the weekend or whatever, but whatever, it was great. And his company was great, as in him. He's really, really good company. Yeah, like it didn't feel like I was in an interview or awkward or was trying to keep the conversation going. It didn't feel like it. It was really, really cool. What else? Oh my goodness, it was different. I felt like I was back in Pretoria, where the kind of guys I dated in Pretoria were like people who are career driven or business driven. And that's what I experienced today, and family oriented, that kind of vibe, you know, which I enjoyed so, so much. Like, he has personality. Remember the other day when I spoke about the guy must bring personality. I can't be the only one bringing personality. He definitely has that. And he runs. So I love that there's some fitness element to this vibe. Not adventurous, unfortunately. I'm still figuring other things. I don't know yet if he's older than me or younger. I wanted to ask a couple of times, but I remember it doesn't matter to me, but it just gives me perspective, I think. Anyway, I don't want to get into detail about the guy, but I had a good time. Sorry that I could not take a video or picture while I was inside, because that's weird on the first date, right? So yeah, I couldn't show you guys, but yeah, go on the internet if you want to check it out. Cool stuff. See you tomorrow.